David Howard Thornton, C.J. Graham, and Walter Phelan. Meet the men of your nightmares. Salutations and welcome back, Astronomic contenders, as the Wyndham Garden prepares to open its doors and unleash you into the most exciting convention atmosphere in existence. We peel back the layers of the celebrities ready to join the experience with us, and the legendary characters that will be visiting in conjunction. This is Astronomic Confidential. Thank you for joining me. A trio of gentlemen step out of horror's collective nightmare, bringing not just their human forms, but the entities that they have maimed, tortured, and killed as. Three men who gave performances that will live in infamy for their commitment, their brutality, and the terror they instilled in the movie-going public. Astronomicon reluctantly welcomes through their doors Terrifier's Art the Clown, Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives Jason Vorhees, and House of a Thousand Corpses Dr. Satan, as well as their human counterparts David Howard Thornton, C.J. Graham, and Walter Phelan. With a black and white painted on grin and an insatiable love for the ultra-violence, Art the Clown made Damien Leone's movie Terrifier the most gory and depraved film of 2018. More than just another serial killer clown, Art teases and plays gory games with his victims. Art the Clown debuted in All Hallows Eve, a silent yet surprisingly expressive slasher, exhibiting a supernatural bloodlust in his brutal murders and dismemberment. The follow-up film Terrifier set Art loose to hunt, mutilate, and behead a new set of victims, each time more brutal and sadistic than the last, with an almost tongue-in-cheek comedic timing. The man behind the paint, David Howard Thornton, seems much less violent. A New York-based musical theater performer, David Howard Thornton has had a lot of experience performing under heavy makeup while being extremely expressive, performing as Grandpa Who in the 1st through 5th national stage tours of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This clearly isn't his first circus as a psychopath either, taking up the mantle of legendary Batman villain the Joker in the YouTube series entitled Nightwing: Escalation. But all of his influences and roles seem to have converged with Art the Clown. Equal parts Buster Keaton, Mr. Bean, Ed Gein, and BTK. Although not the first Art the Clown, David has seemed to become the permanent. Production has begun on the upcoming Terrifier 2, and it is planned that he will continue the carnage to complete the trilogy. David Howard Thornton will be in Sterling Heights to meet fans, sign memorabilia, and chat about his theatrical crimes. Art the Clown, however, will be making his Michigan exclusive appearance in full costume and makeup for a special professional photo op available only at Astronomicon 3. By the time Jason Vorhees was brought back to life by Tommy Jarvis in Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives, the hockey mask and the had already been permanently ingrained in the public consciousness. So in 1986, when C.J. Graham stepped into the woods at Camp Crystal Lake, he had a large machete to wield. Jason Vorhees, after all, is the biggest entertainment slasher of all time, with 146 on-screen kills, and CJ's portrayal delivered more than a dozen. He was already portraying Jason as part of a nightclub stage act when he was noticed by the casting folk from Real Effects, who felt he was the powerful and menacing figure that they needed to replace the current actor, who just wasn't what they were looking for. A Seattle native and entrepreneur, CJ has said that the role of Jason just kind of fell into his lap, but once it did, he attacked it and his victims with the greatest zeal. He has officially portrayed Jason twice, both in Jason Lives and the companion theme music video, joining horror rock god Alice Cooper in He's Back, the man behind the mask. After Friday the 13th Part 6, he was seen on screen sans mask, but under copious scarred prosthetics as Sergeant Bedlam, the Hell Cop, in pursuit of Chad Lowe and Christy Swanson's souls in 1992's Highway to Hell. More than 30 years have passed since he donned the mask on film, but he continues to stay connected to the Voorhees legacy, appearing in 2019's Friday the 13th fan film Vengeance as Elias Voorhees, Jason's father. CJ is also slated to appear in the planned 13 Fanboy. And although he was recast in Part 7 by his friend Kane Hodder, CJ Graham maintains JasonVorheesStore.com, his online HQ. CJ Graham will be stalking around the Wyndham Garden, chatting it up with campers and killers alike. His undying alter ego Jason Vorhees from Jason Lives will be making his Michigan convention debut in full hockey mask and weaponry for special professional photo ops with willing victims, only at Astronomicon. We all heard the tale and legend of one S. Quentin Quayle, aka Dr. Satan, while riding Captain Spaulding's murder ride during 2003's Rob Zombie masterpiece, House of a Thousand Corpses. A master surgeon from Willows County Mental Hospital, Dr. Satan tried to create an army of mentally ill superhumans utilizing primitive brain surgery. His supposed hanging tree becoming the bait needed to lure 4 victims into the clutches of the Firefly family. And the revelation that Dr. Satan was actually the Firefly's subterranean family physician in one of the most shocking and horrifying character reveals of all time. The ancient, medically technology-assisted doctor stole the show, appearing in less than a minute of actual screen time, but leaving an impression that shadowed over the following Firefly sequels, with fans clamoring to see more from this character. The man behind the monster is a veteran special effects actor and special effects technician with as much experience creating creatures as portraying them. Walter Phelan is an established performer who has worked under effects provided by legendary houses like KMB, Edge Effects, Optic Nerve, and many more. To date, he has appeared in 16 films and in over 20 television shows, commercials, and music videos. You probably aren't going to recognize him under the layer and layer of foam, latex, and makeup, but he has graced the screen as a demon in Demon Knight, the first of the Tales from the Crypt movies in 1995. 96 had him in the guise of one of the vampiric undead in the Robert Rodriguez action horror hit From Dusk Till Dawn. 1999 brought a pair of primetime TV roles as an alien on the sci-fi staple The X-Files, and as the demon name Abraxas on the WB fantasy drama Charmed. As a creator, he has formulated many a cinematic nightmare, from the Tales from the Crypt series and its spin-off Bordello of Blood, Leprechaun 2, the superhero epic The Watchmen, even the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Thor has seen Walter's special effects and costuming skills. Walter Phelan will be operating all weekend at Astronomicon, creating memories and moments, as well as scares. The depraved and demonstrative Dr. Satan visits Michigan exclusively at Astronomicon 3 for a special professional photo op with a new group of patients. The character performances created by David Howard Thornton, CJ Graham, and Walter Phelan have gone down in horror history and continue to spook new fans every year. But when the costumes are applied, they become truly horrifying. Art the Clown, Jason Vorhees, and Dr. Satan experience the juxtaposition of man and monster this February at Astronomicon. Are you ready to get scared? Join David Howard Thornton, CJ Graham, and Walter Phelan, as well as a celebrity lineup including Richard Brake and Bill Moseley from 3 from Hell, Dirt Nasty aka Simon Rex, and many, many more. Along with special professional in-costume photo opportunities with their alter egos, Art the Clown, Jason Vorhees, and Dr. Satan, whose only Michigan appearances are exclusively at Astronomicon. I'll be there, scared as hell. My name's Chuck Reeves, and you can catch me in that panel room. And until next time, this has been Astronomic Confidential.
We are not safe here. This guy is armed and he's totally maniac.
What's up, guys? I'm Damien Leone. This is David Howard Thornton. Come on down down to Astronomicon February 7th and 9th, 2020, Sterling Heights, Michigan. We're dying to see you there.
Hey everybody, let's talk about the Astronomicon in February 2020. That's February 7th, 8th, and 9th, Sterling Heights, Michigan. I've got an invite. They have invited Jason, Friday the 13th, and guess what today is? Friday the 13th. That's right. So this is the buzz out there. Let's get it out to the word. I look forward to seeing all the fans. February 7th, 8th, and 9th, 2020, Sterling Heights. I'll see you there.
Until today, no trace of Dr. Satan has ever been discovered. But then who knows?
Hello, Monster fans. This is Walter Phelan, aka Dr. Satan! Come hang out with me at Astronomicon 2020, February 7th to the 9th in Sterling Heights, Michigan. See you there.